Hey guys, it's Kara, and I'm here to talk about yet another new pack that just came in. This one I'm really excited about. This is the Ranger from Evolve Supply Co. If you guys watch any kind of backpacking videos, I'm sure you've heard of Darwin on the Trail. This is a pack from his company. It is a 35-liter pack. It is made with recycled materials, and so far it is pretty amazing. So I wanted one of these for about a year, and they've had some limited runs. They finally came out with it last year in this Ranger green color. Normally it's available just in black with some green accents, but I wanted the green. So their new ones shipped mid-February. So I had made an order a little bit before that. It just came in, and it is a pretty cool pack. So it's got some pretty standard features. It's got a big stretchy pocket, has side pockets that are ultra grid. It has a bottom pocket standard with a little trash port. It has a little ice axe loop. Very minimal cording on the sides. Both sides there. And then what I really liked about it is it comes with a little aluminum G-hook instead of just a plastic clip. But it also has a modular design. So it comes stripped down, which is just like you see here. There's really nothing extra. It comes with a single top strap, but there's points here on these load lifters, which I also really love. And you can buy a Y-strap. So if you want a Y-strap instead, it will hook onto here, and then this G-hook will connect to that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, load lifters, which you don't usually see on a frameless pack, especially one this small. But they do make a difference. You know, you can really just adjust the shoulder straps. And on a frameless pack, I think that's pretty important. Especially for me, if you guys watch my videos, you know I have a lot of trouble finding straps that are comfortable. So these are, on top of having the load shifters, load lifters, whatever you want to call them, they're 1/2 inch thick padding. So they are incredibly comfortable. The other cool thing about this pack is on the webbing on this side, this one looks a little bit different. This is for one of those Peak Designs camera clips. So if you're somebody who carries a camera clip, instead of having to have it squish your shoulder strap, it hooks right onto this, which is a little bigger and a little burlier than a regular daisy chain. So if you do carry a camera, you could hook it right there. Other than that, it's a pretty simple pack. It's got a pretty classic look to it. The design is really great. The material is a 200 denier EPLX, which is totally recycled. The inside is seam taped and seam bound, so it is pretty much waterproof, which I do like. And overall, like I said, it's just a really sleek design. It's very minimal. Color looks amazing. I'm really happy about the Ranger green, but like I said, it is available in black if you want that. And it does come with the option to buy some accessories. So I did buy one shoulder strap pocket, which just clips on and has a little elastic, and it has a snap on the top, just so your stuff doesn't fall out. So I will hook one of those on. I'm not sure if I want a second one of these. They also make a water bottle sleeve that you can buy. So that's pretty cool. And I thought it was really nice that along with the pack, I got this little postcard. Thanks for supporting our small company, signed by Darwin. And little Evolve Supply Co. chapstick. And of course, a sticker. So I got this pack. I know if you watched my last video, I've been talking about Nashville packs for about 8 months now. I really love Nashville pack, and I really love the design. However, if you did watch my last video, I talked about how I had some health issues last year that kind of prevented me from hiking. So, not to get into too much detail, aside from having some cardiac issues, I had a tumor removed. So when I was hiking last year and testing out the Nashville pack, I did not put a lot of weight in it because I really just could not crush my chest while this was healing. This is actually the second thing they've had to cut out. Thankfully, the tumor was benign, but there's still something going on. I might have to have another surgery. I'm not really sure. So when I loaded the pack up after this last video, I put a ton of weight in it, kind of simulated what I would be carrying on the AT. And with that extra weight, which I had not really carried last year, and the fact that that pack is meant to really tighten down across your chest, it's not very comfortable. I don't know if it's scar tissue. I don't know if it's another lump. I don't know what it is. But when I really cinch the pack down with that extra weight, it crushes my boob and it hurts and it's just very uncomfortable. So I had that pack on for about an hour, loaded with, like I said, an AT kind of base weight, threw some food and water in there, and it just did not work the way I wanted it to work. So for an overnight, when there's not as much weight, it will probably be fine. I have a 20-liter Nashville pack that I will probably use for things like that. But unfortunately, I do have to go back to a pack with regular shoulder straps because they do come more along the side and they're not really crushing my chest. So as much as I love Nashville pack and I still think they're great packs, I think the design is awesome. For me, until this heals or this is how it's always going to be, I'm going to have to go back to a pack with standard straps. So this one is supposed to be really comfortable. Like I said, between the extra padding and these load lifters, I should be able to adjust it and kind of keep it riding more to the side. So I am going to put some more weight in this. I'm going to test it out a little bit more, but Nashville is just not going to work for me, unfortunately. So hopefully this will be my pack for the AT, for our traveling this year, for whatever. This will hopefully be my pack for that. So I will do another video once I've put some more miles on this. I'm planning on loading it up, probably wearing it for a couple hours, doing some walking and hiking today since I have a snow day and it's not snowing anymore. I'm going to try to get as many miles on this as I possibly can over the next month and make sure that this is really going to be kind of the end-all pack for 2026. And like I said, I wanted one of these for a while. And I am disappointed that the Nashville pack's not going to work, but I was really excited to snag one of these, like I said, especially in the Ranger Green color. And Darwin just seems like a really cool, down-to-earth guy. He's got a shop now in Flagstaff, and we're planning on road tripping out to Arizona over the summer, so I'm definitely going to stop in. Especially if I want to pick up more accessories for this, I can pick them up right in the shop. And hopefully he'll be there, and I could kind of sit and talk to him for a bit. But he has done thousands and thousands of miles of hiking, and he has designed this pack based on all of the things he has done. So I would imagine that this is going to be pretty incredible. So if you have any specific questions about this, let me know. If you have a Nashville pack or if you have one of these, you want to chat about it, leave a comment, concern, question, please let me know. Hopefully this is it, guys, for 2026, but I will keep you posted. Thanks for watching.